Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Brian Dalmaso and I welcome you to the VIV Business presentation. It's my pleasure to be here. I'm a silver partner with the company. And tonight we're going to do a presentation talking more about home-based businesses and why they're so important. And a little bit about my background. I was a mechanical engineer for the first 20 years of my professional career. I did we did some nuclear turbines and steam generator engineering. We did some solar engineering. And then I translated into architecture and construction for the last 15 years or so. I had a construction company, which I still have. And when I was introduced to this industry here, it really shifted my entire portfolio of businesses. I learned about entrepreneurship. I started studying entrepreneurship. I met Bob Proctor. And since then, it's been a whirlwind of companies and just really blessed and grateful for the industry. But more specifically, the VIV business model that you're going to see here tonight, I think you're going to see more than ever how this is the answer to a lot of people's problems. So the name of the company is VIV, and it is a home-based business. It's an online platform, and VIV is Latin for live. So VIV translated means live. So our tagline is live life better. And what we are, again, is a technology platform, very similar to Airbnb and Uber, except we're using this towards a different vertical of products and services, right? So Uber is the largest car company in the world, but they don't use any cars. They don't own any cars, right? They simply used technology to leverage and to create a massive $50 billion company, right? And it's the same thing with Airbnb. They don't own any hotels, but they use technology to revolutionize the whole hotel industry and to create a $30 billion company. Now, as of the last few weeks, both of these companies are extremely hurting, right? I mean, people are not taking Ubers, they're not traveling, they're not using Airbnb. So you can see how certain industries can be hit very, very hard, very, very quick by something as simple as a virus. And I'm going to show you some key differences here, right? Because VIV is a technology platform. It's very similar, except who do you know that uses cell phones? Who do you know that uses electricity? Who do you know that uses internet and cable and TV and home security? Right? Even in times of economic collapse, people do not stop paying their internet bill. They do not stop paying their cell phone bill. Right? These are necessities. These are not just wants. They'll stop paying their mortgage, right? But they won't stop paying their electricity or their cell phone or the internet because they'll get shut off. So what VIV is doing, we are taking all the household bills that people have, and this is also for commercial. So any business, whether it's a restaurant or a general hospital, we can do this for people. We can do it for small businesses. We can do it for large businesses. What we're doing is negotiating existing bills, right? And the fact of the matter is, guys, there's over $60 billion a year being overcharged to people like you and I on cell phone and internet and cable and TV. And just think about this. If you've been paying a bill for the last 10 years, right? Our internet bills, they used to be like $29 a month, $39 a month. Well, now they got a nice little 2 or a 3 in front of them, right? They're $239 or $339 a month. I've seen people's phone bills with a couple of lines on it be $300-400. And these bills have just gone up and up and up, and nobody's really paying attention. Well, what's happening is there's a lot of overcharging being done. From state to state, it's different, different taxes and tariffs and fees. And what VIV is, we are a nationwide network of negotiators, professional negotiators that have been trained to take your bills, no matter what they are, right, and lower them. Now, it's very important. If we take your cell phone bill, we're not changing providers. There's other companies out there that will change your provider and get a lower rate, but you're losing services and cell phone signal and things of that nature. We're taking the exact same plan and bill you have, because we assume you like that, and we're just negotiating it. And you're just paying less for the identical thing. There's no different billing. Nothing changes for the client. And there's the same thing in the commercial world too. All right, so the plan is called Autopilot. And if you were sitting with your mom or your grandmom or your friend, you could take out your phone as a VIV consultant. You could type in the different bills they have, whether it's cable, internet, electricity, take pictures of their bills front and back, and pretty much drag and drop, just like uploading a picture to Facebook, right? So this is very, very simple. And what we're doing here is lead generation. We have little 2-minute videos that explain everything. It's not up to you to be an energy expert. It just says, hey, we can lower your bill. Did you know you're being overcharged? Here's some proof that you're being overcharged. And you can be paying less for the very same bill. So we have a little 2-minute video that explains everything. Then you take your phone out, you take pictures, you upload the bills, and from there, your part is done. The professionals at VIV then take those bills and we negotiate them, and we get people savings. It's that simple. And it doesn't cost anybody anything to upload their bills. So here's an example, guys. Here's my dad. We uploaded his bills, and you can see here, his Comcast bill, we saved him over $1,200 in 24 months. I want you to think about that. My dad's in his mid-70s on a fixed income. This is quite a big deal. This is not, $10. This is $1,200 over 24 months. So what we're doing is monthly reductions, and you can also see here that he got an upgrade, right? He got a free 339 channels, as an upgrade. So not only do we lower bills, a lot of times we'll upgrade them, right? And here's one for my realtor. We saved her over $1,800 on her Comcast bill, right? And you can see here how it breaks down. And she also got a free upgrade. She got 8 times faster on her internet, and she got a free Netflix service. So I want you to think for a minute the economic landscape right now, right? You have millions and millions of people that are in the travel industry, the airline industry, driving Uber, right? There's 50,000 people a month that would drive an Uber every single month now going to be looking for stuff to do. People in the restaurant industry, the real estate industry, right? All of this energy, all these people, they're going to be looking, and they are looking right now, and they're quarantined at home, right? So they're looking for businesses to operate from home, which is what VIV is. But take it one step further, right? If you're in a product-based company, well, now you're trying to sell something for a cost, but right now everybody's tightening their belts. They're not looking to spend discretionary money, but what they are looking to do is save money. So when I tell you that VIV is positioned better than any other company out there right now, it's not an understatement. We're the only network marketing company that has this service nationwide. So you guys are all uniquely positioned, if you see the value, if you want to open up your own consultancy, to literally stay home and help people save money. All right, guys? And you can see here, the way that we make our money, it's on contingency. So if we save somebody $100 a month, we're going to split that with them. If we save a company $10,000 a month, we're going to split that with them. If we save a large company $100,000 a month, we're going to split that with them. All right, and that's how VIV, VIV and us as distributors ultimately make money. It's on contingency. And this is all dead money. Some of you might be saying, why don't I just negotiate this myself? Well, we had somebody try that, and they negotiated the Verizon bill down $10 a month. And then we got a hold of the bill and said, listen, we could have gotten you $80 a month, right? We have data. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of these. We have data from all 50 states. So we know if somebody's getting charged a higher rate in California, that over in Tennessee, they're getting charged a lower rate, and that's not legal to do. So we can negotiate and put the pressure on. You guys see? So we are professional negotiators. So this is all dead money. This is money that people are not going to get without us. So it's all on contingency. It's in harmony with just saving people money. All right, guys. So that's our negotiation services, whether it's for individuals or for corporations or anywhere in between. We also have a set of travel services. We have a travel portal. It's very much like Priceline or Expedia, except we're accessing wholesale rates. And we can go on, we access the same inventory. It's just that we don't pay the $6 billion a year that Expedia and Priceline pay. So we're able to just go online, and we're able to get deeply discounted rooms and bookings and cars and things of that nature. And here's an example I like to show. I've got dozens of these because I travel every month. But I went to the Aria Resort and Casino in Vegas. It was for a week. And you can see here I paid a little bit over $1,100, right? All in, taxes and everything. And I looked it up on Priceline, who was the next nearest, closest, lowest competitor, and it was over $1,500. So just on this one booking, I saved $360. And I've had these go over $1,000 in savings. So this is another set of services for a pro member. You're going to see a lot about being a pro member tonight that we get if you travel for business or pleasure, which right now probably not a lot of people doing, but this is all going to blow over at some point, and we'll be back to traveling. So very, very powerful platform. This service here, guys, you want to talk about being at the right place at the right time. We have something called MediCall, which is a Zoom-based medical service, right? You can access doctors 24/7, 365 from a Zoom meeting, just like this one here. Now think about that. The government is telling everybody, stay home, don't come to the hospitals, right? So we have people literally in real time right now that are logging onto their MediCall portals, and they're describing their symptoms, trying to figure out if they just got a common cold or if they actually have the coronavirus, right? And if you do, the doctors can prescribe things, right? For common colds and other things like that. Or if your kids or your grandparents, or if you're taking care of elderly parents. So we are offering services right now that are so much in harmony with what's needed. It just blows my mind. So this is another thing that's on a pro membership. All right, guys, let's talk about the commercial world. And listen, we have everything from, cell phones and internet, 18-year-old kids running around to, going into a general hospital or a massive corporation and helping them out. So we have everything in between. And what we have here, we can do the bill negotiation, right? Phone, electric, landlines, things of that nature, right? Internet. But we also have phase 2, which is called bill auditing. Now, we can go into any medium and large size company anywhere in the country for free, and we can do a full audit on their water, their sewer, their electric, cable, internet, TV. Excuse me. Let me get a drink real quick. We can audit things like trash removal, magazine subscriptions, cleaning services. There's about 30 items that we can audit, and we can lower those bills going forward, and we can do up to a 4-year look back on things they've been overcharged, and we can claw those monies back. Does that make sense, guys? So bill auditing is a very, very powerful thing that no other network marketing company has. It actually gives us the ability to get 5, 6, and even 7-figure commissions. Now, not everybody has ties to commercial, and that's okay, but you might know somebody, or you might sponsor somebody like I did. I sponsored a good friend of mine, Kirk Wayne, and he's down in Indiana, and he knows somebody that has 900 subways. And that's one of the smaller things he's dealing with. So just because you don't have commercial doesn't mean somebody that you know might have it, all right? So bill auditing, that's phase 2. And then phase 3 in the commercial world is we have these energy efficiency products. So again, this is for restaurants and things of that nature. We can go into any commercial building and we can retrofit these little units on, and we can lower the heating and cooling costs and things like walk-in coolers and freezers by 10 to 30%. Now, this is not a small deal in the commercial world. This is a massive deal. 10 to 30% on your energy costs on your heating and cooling can be tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So this is a massive, massive thing for the commercial world. And here's an example of a VIV consultant that went into a convenience store, and it turned into a 117 location deal, right? And you can see here that we saved over $500,000 for the client. And that's forever. That's not just one time. It's $500,000 a year for as long as they own the store. I want you to think about that. Now, the return on investment, these things pay themselves off in 7 to 11 months. So after that, for the rest of the lifetime of the people that own that store, they're gonna be saving money. And this was a $60,000 commission for the VIV consultant. So again, guys, this is something that separates us from every other network marketing company out there. I personally don't know of any company where you can generate 5, 6, and 7-figure commissions from commercial deals. All right, guys, so like I said, everything from 18-year-old kids with cell phones and internet all the way up to large commercial professional salesmen, we have something for everybody. I have a lot of people that have said no to network marketing for 20 and 30 years, professionals. I'm talking doctors and lawyers and CEOs and businessmen that come into our business because it's different, right? It's not pills and potions and lotions. It's not essential oils. We have realtors on our team that are using this because it separates them from the rest of the herd, right? Here's the keys to your new house. As a convenience, I'd like to lower your energy bill, lower your cable bill, lower your cell phone, your internet, all this stuff, right? So you can use this as a business building tool to add on to your services. All right, guys, let me talk a little bit about the company. This company, the CEO is Cami Bainey, and her track record is unbelievable. And she founded this company as a B corporation. And if you don't know what that is, you should Google it. But what it really means, it's different than a C corporation. We have to report every single year to the government. And we have to report on things like customer satisfaction, employee satisfaction, and consultant satisfaction, people like you and I. And we also have to give at least 1% of all gross revenue towards third world initiatives. And there's a whole host of other things we got to do. But what I'm telling you is Cami designed and developed this company as a for-purpose company. She designed this because she was sick and tired of seeing how the clients were being traded, right? They were being, locked into deals. They had, a high retention ratio. They had things that were commissions that they weren't able to get out of, contracts and things of that nature. So she developed this company, customer centric. She developed it for the customer and for people like us, so we could have a vehicle to build wealth through, right? And you can see here, I mean, her accolades go longer than my arm, right? She was been on the White House Business Council on Sustainable Energy. She was one of DSN's most influential women in direct selling. She was recognized in the top 40 under 40 professionals to watch before age 30, right? She's been a COO of a publicly traded company, the 59th largest global direct company in the world. And she's the founder of this One at a Time initiative. So when I say that she's overqualified to run this company, it's not an understatement. All right, guys, so this is a business in a box. I want you to think about this as a business in a box. And what I mean by that is every single thing you need to run this business is on your website, right? You get all the marketing, all the branding, all the affiliate links, anything you want to post on Facebook, all the slide decks, the slide deck I'm doing here, videos. I mean, we have so many tools to build this business, whether you're building on social media, building over your phone, building over text, however you want to build the business. We have the most robust set of tools that I've ever seen in any network marketing company in our back office here. So you're getting all that as a pro consultant as well. All right, guys, let's go over the ways you earn with VIV. I'm sure everybody's wondering about that. But first of all, there's only two things we do in this company. And we honestly teach this at like an 8th grade level. We're not expecting you guys to be energy consultants. You're not negotiators. You don't need to know about rates and cell phones and internet. You don't need to know about any of this stuff. All you need to know is how to press play on a 2-minute video and tell people, listen, I can lower your bills and it doesn't cost you anything and there's no risk, right? So we're enrolling customers, handful of customers, and we're teaching other people to do the same thing over time. So we do these 2 simple things. And there's 5 different ways we earn, right? So the first way we earn money is upfront commissions. We get everything from $75 for a pro membership to $150 for a fast track bonus, all the way up to what you saw was a $60,000 commission for a commercial deal. So we have a whole host of ways you guys can earn upfront money. The second way we get paid, and one of the more powerful ways, is monthly residual level pay. Now what that is all these bills that we're putting in and the people that you're showing, every single time somebody pays their cell phone, their electric, their cable, their TV, their internet, you're going to get a commission every single month. So this is like building a retirement plan or a book of business. And if you're not familiar with the industry, we have something what's called a Unilevel Plan. What that means is we get paid to unlimited width. I could show 5 people this business and get overrides on that. I could show 50, or I could show 50,000 people. There is no limit to how wide we can build this business. And you can see here, we get paid up to 50% overrides on those businesses, right? But here's the powerful thing. We get paid 6 levels deep, 6 levels deep, right? So if I showed you and you showed your buddy and your buddy showed a friend and they showed, right? And this is how we have business, I think, in 36 states right now after 12 months, because it's a ripple effect. Guys, who doesn't want to save money right now? I mean, just think about that. Who is not in a position now, maybe, 6 months ago, people were like, wow, it's a booming economy. What do I need to save $100 for? That's no longer the case. There's nobody that you come across, if you present this transparently and honestly, that is not going to be interested in cutting costs right now. And there'll be a whole host of those people who are going to be interested in learning how you're doing it. All right. So we make overrides on that. And this is how you build a monthly passive residual income. This doesn't happen as an employee, right? This is how the world's wealthiest people think and act and operate. They build businesses where they're getting paid over and over and over again. All right, guys. So the third way we get paid is weekly base pay. Now, if you have been in the industry, you're probably used to rank advance bonuses, right? This is different than a rank advance bonus. And the way that it's different is a bonus happens once. And it might even be 10 or 20 or even $50,000 bonus. It might be a chunk of money, but it's still one time. Now, mathematics would tell you that you're way better off getting a weekly pay raise for life than you are getting a one-time bonus. And this is why companies like to do bonuses, because it makes people like, ooh, I got a $10,000 bonus for Christmas. It's like, okay, you'd be much better off getting $100 a week for life, right? Now, $100 a week is $5,000 a year. So after year 2, you're at $10,000. After 10 years, you're at $50,000, right? So you're always better off getting a pay raise. And you can see here that these weekly checks, they start off small, you know, 50, 100, they go to 500, 1,000, all the way up to 2, 3, and even $5,000 a week for people that are building bigger businesses. So let me just ask you this one question, guys, and full transparency here. What if it took you 10 years working part-time to build up to that top level to get a $5,000 check every week for life? I mean, ask yourself right now, how long have you been working in general, and are you making $5,000 a week guaranteed? What if it took you 15 years, right? Just this one way we get paid. Would it be worth working 5 or 10 hours a week for the next 10 years to have a $5,000 a week paycheck for life? It's a pretty good question, right? People don't think about this. I asked my buddy this the other day. I'm like, Armin, how long you been an electrician? He's like, 22 years. I'm like, are you making $5,000 a week? He's like, no. And it's like, more importantly, are you making $5,000 a week whether you show up or not? Right? So guys, this is not a lottery ticket, it's a business. And if you treat it like a business, you can see here, it'll pay you like a business. And you got to remember, this is only the third way we get paid. It's not the primary way, it's just another way. All right, guys, we have something called generation pay, and this is for bigger businesses. This is designed for leaders, and it's designed to keep people working after you're making 50 or 100K a month. And it takes over after level pay. And basically what we can do is we're getting paid generation over generation. So as a silver partner, I'm getting paid 3 generations, which means I'm getting paid right now on about 30 levels. All right, you don't need to know the mechanics of that unless you're going to join, but just it pays down dozens or even hundreds of levels deep based on generations. And then the last way we get paid here, guys, is leadership pools. We get 2% profit sharing, just like I get from General Electric Company, right? We get 2% at the partner level, the platinum partner level, and we get another 2% at the executive level. So what they're doing here is people that rank up to that rank, there's a pool of people, they'll take 2% of the profits, and then they spit it out every quarter, and it gets divided by those people. So I want you to fast forward. Vivre is a fairly new company. We're only coming up on 2 years old, but 3 to 5 years from now, we'll be $1 billion company. And if you know anything about network marketing, that's not even that big of a number. So at $1 billion, you're talking about taking a $20 million check and putting into a pool, a small pool of people. So again, what would it be worth to work for the next 5 years or 10 years if you were to get into those partner pools and the executive pools? Right, guys? So I really want you guys to think here. All right, so there's a few different ways we can get started with Vivre. I went over the company and the products and services, a little bit about how we get paid. There's a few different ways we can start, and I'm only going to talk about 2 of them because to me, there's only 2 ways to start this. If you're curious about this, if it looks good but you're not sure, I would suggest that you just become a customer, right? Get with the person who brought you, let them upload your bills. It's completely free. There's no risk, and you can have the customer experience, right? And if that goes well, if you like that, you can upgrade to a pro consultant, and we can switch your bills over to be your own customer. The way that I started and the way that my entire team started as pro consultants, right? There are a couple other options here, but as a pro consultant, the most important thing, guys, is you're getting paid all 5 ways. These other options, you're only getting paid 1 way or 2 ways. But as a pro consultant, you're getting paid all 5 ways. You get 20 points towards your membership, towards your fast start, right? And our fast start is 30 points. So you're getting 2/3 of the way to your fast start, which is your first bonus and your first couple of ranks. But you're also getting the travel, you're getting the medical, and you're getting something called outreach, which I'm going to show you here. And down here, you can also see you're getting the VIV rewards points. So when I started with this company, I said, great, we get rewards like a credit card. I didn't really know what that was, but the VIV rewards are dollar for dollar. Like I have about 20,000 rewards in my back office, and the Honduras trip that we're going on is 11,000 points or rewards, right? So that's like dollar for dollar. It's not like it takes 11 million points like a credit card. So you can see here the whole host of services to be a pro consultant. And guys, it's only $189, right? It's $189 one time and $69 a month. And I don't know of any other business model that you can get into where you can get into large commercial contracts for $189 startup. All right, so I would say either become a customer with the person who brought you here, or let's hit the ground running and become a pro consultant. All right, guys, I talked about the outreach app. This is a nice little tool that pro members get. And this is a little digital tool that will help you build your business. So on Saturday mornings, I have a whole host of people. There's upwards of 60 or 70 people on there now, all across the country. And I'm teaching them how to build their business every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. And what we do is we just reach out to people. Hey, I was thinking of you. I might be able to help you save on your bills. Check out this 2-minute video. And if you send the video through outreach and you send it to 50 people, this little app is going to show you when they watch the video and how much of it they watch, and if they start watching other videos. So it's just a little tool that gives you analytics if you're running this like a business, and you can see who's more interested than not. Some people won't watch the video, so you're not going to waste your time calling them, right, until they watch the video. So this is a very, very powerful tool, and this is included in the pro membership. I mean, this alone is worth $69, never mind the travel and the medical and everything else we got there. All right, guys, so again, there's 2 things we can do here. Either become a customer, get with the person who brought you. It costs absolutely nothing. You can upload your bills for free. The average savings right now, I think, for a client, for a customer, if you upload 3 bills, is somewhere around $1,000, right? So just that alone is worth it. But if you do see this as a viable business model, what I would suggest is I'm going to open up right now for Q&A, and to get with the person who brought you and take a deep dive into this. I'm not saying this is for you or not. I'm saying it's worth getting educated on. This is not Amway, right? And there's nothing wrong with Amway. We're dealing with a situation right now that everybody in the nation needs. And it's a way to make business from home. So we're really just having heartfelt conversations with people, and we're educating them. I would suggest you guys do the same thing. All right, everybody. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to stop the screen share and just open up for any questions that anybody might have, whether you're new or whether you just got started. Anything in general, just feel free to unmute yourself. Let me give you guys permission to do that. There you go. Yeah, go ahead and either raise your hand or unmute yourself. We'll answer any questions you got. Any questions?
What's your typical like turnover ratio from, do you guys do any metrics on, how many people get contacted and what the turnover ratio for that typically is?
Are you talking about like client conversion?
Client conversion, yeah.
Well, that would depend if it was me or somebody else. Right now, it really depends on how transparent you are. I don't sugarcoat. I don't try to blow it up. I don't hype it out. I talk very straight with people, so I convert very, very highly. But here's the thing. As a new consultant, what you want to do is press play on the video, right? We have a 2-minute customer video that explains this perfectly every single time, right? And as a new consultant, it's not up to you to explain everything. What you would do is you would use somebody like me to help explain anything you don't understand. That's how we get this business off the ground. And that's why we can teach this to like an 18-year-old, right? Because an 18-year-old can pique interest. Hey, I might be able to save you some money. Check out this video. What did you like best? Let me get my business partner on the phone. He can answer all the technical questions about electricity, and I don't really know about that part. Does that make sense? So if you're following the system, your closing ratio will be extremely high. And I have people on here that are following it to a T. They'll tell you there's a whole bunch of us that you can get on to help you answer questions, especially on the business side of it too, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But one of the things you brought to my mind, retention ratio is another thing. If anybody here is a business owner, you're going to want to know this one. We have about a 94 to 96% customer retention ratio, which is unheard of, right? If you've ever been in any other network marketing company, they're lucky to get 13 to 20% retention. Because as soon as the shit hits the fan, people stop buying stuff. It's just the way it is. It's not their fault. It just is what it is. And that's that could be anything. That could be a magazine subscription. Retention in general is something that companies focus on. But if you think about what we're doing, you're not going to stop using your cell phone. You're not going to stop using internet, and we're saving you money. That's why our retention ratio is so high. It's not because I'm an awesome salesperson. It's because what we do is saving money on something that people are not going to get rid of. Does that make sense? And it's the same thing with corporations. We have an insanely high retention ratio.
Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, Rob, we have a couple of people here, quite a few actually. I mean, I could look at a dozen people right here, but Matt Payne is an absolute giant at doing 3-way calls. Whitney, Maddie, Warner. I'm just looking at anybody here could help you do. Herb's getting really good, Christian. So there's a whole team of people that can help you, that are leaders when you're building your business. And your job is really pique interest, press play on a video, And, what did you like best? Let's chat with my business partner. He can help you get your answers, your questions answered.
Okay.
Valine, I keep calling you Valerie. It's Valine. You have a question?
Yes, you said that perfectly. Thank you.
Sweet.
Yeah, that happens. It's been happening. Valine. So I have a question. How do you explain, I know that you mentioned this earlier, but how do you explain the credit card billing cost to a customer? Jaleesa had got me on board with this, and
sure,
it's
a valid question.
Okay.
So yeah, we are, and you, number one, you don't explain it. You get me to explain it.
Okay, good.
Right. But number two, I do want to give you the answer, because at some point when you're building this business, guys, when you're reaching out and building your business and prospecting, it's not up to you to answer questions. You want to show the people that you're working with that all you did was press play on a video. And if you had some questions, your business partner, Brian, was there to answer them, or your business partner, Maddie, or your business partner, Jaleesa. So you're showing them that they could literally start this business tomorrow, press play, and they got a team. Now, once you guys start to build a team, you actually do become the source of information. So Valine, I do want to answer your question, because at some point you might be answering that for your team, right? So the reason we have to charge on the credit card is we are a commission-only service. We don't charge anybody anything to negotiate. What we do is we go out and negotiate, we get the savings, and then we need to get paid for it because we did the work. And the reason it's on the credit card is because we cannot back bill Verizon. We can't back bill AT&T. We can't charge the utility companies for the money we saved you, right? So on your utility statement, you might get lowered by 100. You'll see $100 credit, but now we need to get paid. And we do that by linking to your credit card. Does that make sense? Yeah, and I always tell people, listen, if I was going to give you $1 million, but you had to give $500,000 to charity, would you do it? Because that's what you're doing, right? I'm going to save you 100, but you got to pay me $50 for doing it. And like I said, these people can't go do this themselves. It's dead money. They're not going to get it without us. Make sense?
Brian?
Yes.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. What you just stated, would it be possible for you or someone else to type that in the chats for other people so they can hold on to it in their notes section?
What I can do here, I'm not going to type it because that was quite a mouthful, but this is recorded and I'll get the recording out.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. These trainings every week are recorded, guys. So if you hear us talking about a certain phraseology or something we said, get the recording out, play it, transcribe it. It's good for you to transcribe it anyway. Any other questions?
Thank you, by the way.
Sure. No, happy to help. Awesome, guys. All right. Well, do you have one, Betty Ann?
I do. So where do the recordings go?
Couple of places. We send them out via text. So whoever is your fearless leader should be getting these to you. But they're also, guys, they're also on the VIV Success Network YouTube channel. Right? And there's a whole host of professional level trainings from myself, from Bob, from Eric Worre. We have tech splits trainings. I mean, there's more network marketing trainings on the VIV Success Network than you could ever hope to watch. But there's some good stuff back there. So if you guys are training your teams and you ever want to train on mindset or tech splitzing or a whole host of things, just go back there and look around. All right, guys, I got to run. I'm going to hand it over to our amazing offspring daughter 2.0. She's going to do a social media training for you guys. And she's killing it with this as of late and as of always. So she's going to show you guys a little bit on acquiring people through attraction marketing. So Matt, you good to go?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Take it away.
Awesome. Hey guys, if I haven't met you, nice to meet you. My name is Madison Dalmaso. And yes, I love using Instagram and Facebook. I love attracting people to me. Prospecting is fun and good and great, but I think we'd all agree that we'd love people coming to us versus reaching out to people. And there is a way that you can do that over time and with consistency and patience and the right mindset behind it. There's a way that eventually you can have people coming to you and even applying to join you. And I'm going to share with you guys tonight how I do that. Before I get into that, I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about why VIV for the younger generations. Right now, there's people, there's kids that aren't going to have a graduation. I remember my transition from college into, adulthood and adulting, and even having the graduation, I still fell on my face into reality after college. So I can't imagine college graduation being taken away from me, and then like what that transition looks like for students not having a graduation and just stepping into real world when there's no jobs that are even hiring right now. So kind of a crazy time for them. And there's a massive opportunity to lead those people that are in that situation. And not only younger generations, but older too, right? Everyone right now is looking for guidance and leadership in a positive direction and looking to get away from chaos and fear and doubt and worry and all those negative emotions that most people are feeling right now. So now more than ever is a time to step into leadership, guys. If you have been dabbling with this and you haven't really been taking it seriously, now is the time to step into that leadership and start showing up for people because they really need it now more than ever. So why VIV for younger generations? Right now, aside from what's going on and with the economy and this whole pandemic that's among us all right now, there's no product, right? A lot of my friends, peers are selling a product, and I can speak on this because I was in a product-based company before. I love the products. I loved promoting them. I love using them. I still use them. But from a business standpoint and from a network marketing standpoint, there's a few things that I love about network marketing. One is leadership, one's residual income, and the other is the opportunity to lead other people into their higher selves. They're into help them step into their power as well. And so I don't need a product to help me take part in that. So my thinking was, what is the easiest, simplest way that I could take part in this amazing industry of network marketing and not have to resell somebody on a product every single month, right? Because we all love network marketing, but then there's the customer service part and there's the education part about products and what they are and how to use them and all that jazz. And I really wanted to step away from that after being in it. So I like to say we're sustainable. We're not sexy, we're sustainable, right? And I really wanted like a sexy network marketing company for the longest time in, health and wellness or something. And then I quickly realized the nature of product industry and network marketing is very volatile. It's not consistent. It's not sustainable. And in a time like this, luxurious items are the first thing to go. So what we have, it's free for customers. It's helping them save money. It's in harmony with everything that's going on right now. And it's perfect for where we're at. We're positioned really perfectly for what's going on now and before this and long after this. So there's no products, residual income, recession proof. We're not changing their buying behavior. We're not convincing anyone that they have to buy something that they don't need. You don't have to show them what they need and then what they're missing and what they need. We just say, hey, you're already doing this. Let me help you save a few dollars. Would you mind supporting me in my business? It's very, very simple. If you've been in a product-based business before and you're now in VIV, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you might be like, what's going on? This is hard. Promise you, leave here, go in a product-based company for a while and come back. You will come running back with your tail on fire because that's what I did. Seriously. So the opportunity is huge right now, guys. If you look at network marketing companies, there's always this like exponential growth curve, right? And VIV is positioned right now perfectly at the front of that curve. Right? I mean, this webinar just in the past month has gone from like 20 people to what do we have on 70 people. We're growing really fast. People are hungry for this opportunity and you've got to catch the wave, so to speak, right? We're positioned perfectly at that time before Big Mo catches with our whole company. And our customers are free, right? Would you mind becoming a customer, supporting my business? It's free for you. I save you money. There's no harm, no foul there, right? There's no downside for them. Like my dad said, there's a 94 to 96% retention rate. We don't have to follow up with them every month and resell them on being a customer and supporting us. They're there once, they're there for life until they move or, pass away or something. Hopefully that doesn't happen. So that's about VIV, why VIV for younger people, selling points for younger people. We're working from home. The younger generation wants to work from home. Now everyone wants to work from home, right? Making money from your PJs with your, dogs around you, your kids or something. It's a very lifestyle-based business. And you get to create that, you get to decide what your income is, how far you want to go, who you're working with, and all that good stuff. So it's really, really, really attractive for the younger generation, especially right now. All right, guys, so let's get into social media. I want to be clear. When I first started network marketing, I did not build my business on social media when I first started. In VIV, we only need a handful of customers. So don't overcomplicate it and try to go like attract your customers on social media. Just reach out to your friends and family who are really close to you or respect you, or maybe you do business with them, something of that nature, and just ask them to support you in your new business. You're saving them a few bucks and they're supporting you and they're your customer, right? Just ask a few people for help. Once you become a pro consultant, you already have 20 points in your pocket. You only need 10 more. So for me, I never ever talk about the customer side of things on social media because I don't want 1 million customers myself. I want a lot of people doing a little bit. I want a lot of business partners who have a few customers each, and that duplicates down and out and out and out and out. Okay, so get your customers first. If you already have your customers and you're building, then now is the time to step out on social media and start sharing what we have, right? Social media is a great tool if it's used correctly. If you're on it using it as a consumer and you're just in scrolling and consuming content, then it's probably not doing great things for your mind. However, if you're on it as a producer, you're producing content, you're creating content, you're a creator, you switch from that consumer to the creator, now you're adding value, you're giving people to something to opt into, you're being a light on social media for somebody, and you're showing up and your voice is being heard, and people are attracted to that, right? They always say, I always used to hear public speaking is a 6-figure talent, trait, something, quality, I don't know. It's a 6-figure X. And for me, I was like, oh, that's really cool. Now I just need to speak. And it was really scary for me at first. I did my first Facebook Live, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago now, and I was trembling, guys. I mean, when I first started network marketing, I would hide behind my dad's leg. Not literally, but kind of. I remember my aunt was my first customer in my first business, and I was tomato-faced, never would have been speaking on a webinar like this, ever. Like, wouldn't have caught me dead on here like this, never. But I just started. So some of you are in that place. You just need to start. It's not going to be perfect. It might be messy action, but you just need to start. Okay, there's 70 people on here. I think there's something magical happening because there's 70 people on here. You're in the right spot. Right? You don't need to question if this works or not. You've got 70 people to look at, these little faces around the world, and be like, oh, okay, they're doing this too. Okay, I'm cool. It's good, right? So Instagram, if you're on Instagram, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what I do on Instagram. The easiest way to duplicate what I'm doing on Instagram is to just go follow me and stalk me. Look at my stories, look at my highlights, and just duplicate it. Seriously. You can screenshot things, you can recreate things, whatever you need to do. That's probably the best way to learn how I promote on Instagram. Now, outside of promoting network marketing and calling people to join me on network marketing, on social media for network marketing, I'm always adding value to people on social media, always. And I have been for like a year or 2. So on Instagram, you want to be posting 1 time a day. Again, don't worry if it's the perfect post. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Just start, right? Just start. Post a picture of yourself, post a picture of you and your dog, post a picture of, whatever it is, but your life. Start sharing your life on social media. If you haven't been on social media for 7 months and all of a sudden you show up and you say, hey, join my network marketing company, they're going to be like, no, I'm not joining you. Like, I don't even know who you are. I know nothing about you. I don't trust you. I don't know you. I don't want to join you. Now, if you've been showing up consistently and you've been adding value, like I'm looking at Jill right now and Herb and Bianca, all these guys have been adding value for a long time, my dad. And once you show up and you offer someone, you give someone a way to join you, they're like, oh, wait, I've seen you like a lot in the past year. Sure, I'll join. I'll click the link. I'll apply to join your network marketing company. So start posting consistently on social media. On Instagram, you want to post 1 time a day, and I say 10 to 20 stories per day. Now, the stories don't need to be, perfection. It can be like, again, if you follow me, sometimes it's just of my dog, like absolutely tearing the house to shreds because it's funny and people like watching her do that. Or it could be of like a picture of your workout bottle. Like, it doesn't matter. Just like little bite-sized things of your day. Maybe you're going to the gym, not now, but before. Take a picture of the gym. We're all quarantined right now. I mean, be a little light with this stuff. I don't know. Like, document your day through your quarantine, like whatever you're doing, watching a movie, take a picture of the movie screen, eating popcorn, take a picture of the popcorn. It's like a little highlight of your day. Like it's a very informal highlight of your day. It doesn't need to be perfect like a post. It's just little bite-sized things of your day throughout your day, what you're doing, and them keeping tabs on you throughout your day. Okay? So that's stories. Now, the other thing stories are really, really good for is getting people to to generate a lead for network marketing. So what I do is I have a Google form. You can go to google.com and type in the search engine Google form, and Google Forms will pop up. And it's free, and you get to go in and you can YouTube, because I can't get into it here, but you can YouTube how do I create a Google form, and it will tell you how to create a Google form. Then you go on, you create one. Again, mine is in my bio or on my stories. So you can go and grab my questions and use the same questions. But essentially, it's a form that asks them what their name is, where they're from, if they're in the States, because right now we're only in the States, and ask them why they want to join my team, because I want to know why they want to join me. And ask them if they're willing to invest about $200 to start the business, because let's be upfront, that's what the cost is. So why not ask them if they have that to invest? It pre-qualifies them, and then it gives me their phone number too. And once they fill out that application, I then reach out to them and I say, hey, so-and-so, saw you filled out the application. Now, if there's someone that I would like to work with, some people fill it out and they're like, I had one person fill it out the other day, and I'm like, why would you like to work with me? They're like, that's a good question. I didn't respond to that person. So you really will be selective, but you have to be in the mindset of course people are going to fill out this form. Of course people want to work with me, and I am going to decide who I work with. I used to put this thing up and be like, oh, I hope people will fill it out. And now I'm like, well, when people fill it out, I will decide who I reach out to. Different mindset shift. And so these people come in, I reach out to them, and then I set up the Zoom call. But that form is how they go from my online world to my offline world. Right? That form is gold for me. You can use it on Facebook and post it. You can use it on your Instagram and post it, or LinkedIn even, wherever you are on social media. Use that link and post it and lead people to that link, and then they set up a call. It also postures you up a bit. You're not reaching out saying, hey, I have something that I want to run by you. You're getting them to click on you, take action on you, and then come into your network. And then you get to say, hey, I saw that you took action on me, and now I would like to present you with a chance to chat together, or an opportunity to chat. Okay? So use the Google form. On my posts on Instagram, I just did one the other day just to test it out. I think I got 4 applications from it specifically. And you can go, it's a picture of, I forget what it's a picture of. I think I posted it yesterday. And it's a swipe of my story. It's the same exact thing of my story. It's just a swipe, and it tells them to go to the link in my bio and fill out the form. So no matter where you're posting, it's always fill out the form in my bio, or go to here and fill out the form. That's always the call to action, is to fill out the form. Okay? So that's Instagram. Now Facebook I'll go through quickly, and then I'll do some questions if you guys have them. Facebook Lives in specific are my go-to for network marketing. You can post on Facebook and still say, hey, go to the form and fill it out, and I'll be in touch with you. You can just do the same post that you do on Instagram and put it on Facebook. That will be fine. Facebook Lives, however, are extremely powerful. And what I do for Facebook Lives, I don't script them out. I don't really prepare for them much. I just get an idea and say, what is something that, a year ago Maddie would want to hear? What would I have needed to hear a year ago? And how would that come across now? What would attract me a year ago? Because a year ago I was looking for a network marketing company. A year ago I was not in the mind frame that I am now. A year ago I was, whatever. So who were you before you are now, and how do you talk to that person? Like, who was Lex? I'm looking at you. Who was Alexis, 6 months ago? Or maybe even, I used to do this too. I used to talk to myself through posts. Like, I'd be like, what am I struggling with right now? Well, XYZ. Okay, let's talk about that. How would I coach somebody on that? And then you actually end up helping yourself through your own videos. So I go on and I just, ask a question. Hey, have you ever struggled with confidence? Well, guess what? Me too. I think we all have. All right. And then you go through that and you say, I did too. I used to think XYZ, but what I've realized is that, we're all perfection at our core, and we just need to express that, and we're all unique, and blah, blah, blah. So I always do a question. Have you ever struggled with self-confidence or confidence? And then after that, I do ordinary to extraordinary. Okay, this is a really cool concept that I got from someone, I forget who. But basically you say, I once felt this way and now I feel this way. I once was ordinary and now I'm extraordinary because of whatever, right? I once struggled with self-confidence because in high school I blah, 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 blah. But now I realize that blah, 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 and I'm so confident now that because XYZ. Okay, so ordinary to extraordinary, and then a little bit of content you can teach on it. You know, what is self-confidence to you? What is that? What does that look like for you? A little bit of teaching information for them. And then at the end, call to action. So if this was for network marketing, you know, you'd want to spin it a little bit and say, you know, network marketing really helped me with my confidence because it got me speaking to people. It got me into personal development. It helped me this way. And then you'd say, you know, if you're looking for a vehicle right now, this is a vehicle that absolutely transformed my life. I'd love to share it with you. There's a link below. Click it, fill it out, and we'll talk soon. So I don't know if that made sense, guys, but question, ordinary to extraordinary, what's your story with that thing, right? A little bit of a teaching on the topic, and then your call to action. If you just write out those 4 things, just have those in front of you. Have a topic and then have those 4 things. But I'm a big advocate of letting things flow because people don't resonate with perfect. People don't resonate with perfect. A lot of people want to wait until they're at the mountaintop and they're like, you can do it too. I know you can do it. People don't resonate with that, right? People want to know that you're in the dirt with them and that you can pull them up. You constantly have to go back to ordinary land, get in the dirt with people, and then pull them over the bridge with you. You're constantly going back and then forward and then back and then forward. Because people there, that's where you once were. Maybe you're still there trying to put people on your back and carry them over the bridge. But you were once there, and you have to think those, when you're thinking in that way in ordinary land, you can't even understand what those people over there are saying. You can't even hear it. They're like, it's going to be fine. Just believe. And you're like, what do you mean by that? You know, so you really have to go and walk with them. Like, let them borrow your belief. Really be there for them, especially now. Especially now. So I think my message to you guys is if you're not already showing up on social media, start showing up. Instagram, you have your stories. Post 5 to 10 times, 10 to 20 times a day on your stories, and post once a day on your feed. If you're on Facebook, you can post, you know, once a day too, the same one that you're posting on Instagram, and go live 3 times a week. Start going live 3 times a week and start mapping out, you know, what's your question? What's your ordinary to extraordinary story as it pertains to that question? What's your teaching content for that? And what's your call to action? Your call to action for this business should always be click the link in my whatever and fill out the form and let's have a chat. I'm excited to chat with you. I'm excited. I can't wait to help you with this. Can't wait to share my story with you, whatever that may be. I think that's it. Do you guys have questions? Warner?
Maddie.
You're live the other day. Oh my God. I cannot even. Leslie, is that you?
It is, Maddie. I just wanted to say thank you to you and Brian. I mean, the value that you've just added, honestly, people pay thousands of dollars for the information that you just provided. And it just stretched me even more to want to do more. So I appreciate it and feel like we can certainly help a lot of people through our vehicle. So, man, you drop nugget after nugget. And
nugget after
yeah, I'm just
nuggets.
Did you gather the nuggets, Warner?
Yeah.
Oh, love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other
Maddie, how
questions?
did you, on your Instagram story, how did you get like the kind of white overlay on that?
Yeah, you guys ready for this? I did this with Julissa today. She was mind blown. All right, so everyone open up your Instagram app. Look at me when you got it open.
I requested you, but you're not on mine yet.
You requested me. I'm not private.
Oh, it's.
You have 2, I think, Madison, right?
No,
You don't have 2?
not that I know of, unless someone did something.
Oh, I need to send you something then, probably.
Is it Madison Del Maso?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says this account is private.
Maybe I have a doppelganger. All right, so no, mine looks like this.
Okay, yeah, that's not the one I was looking at. Let me see.
Can you show yours again?
Is the one you guys are looking at a couple?
Found you.
Should I be concerned?
How did you get almost 30,000 followers a day?
I don't.
I mean, not a day, but
20.
altogether.
A long time. Okay, so open your app, guys, and go to the home button and click on the camera in the top left corner. Got it? Take a picture of yourself. Got it? Okay, I always slide it over one filter because it makes you look cute. And then in the top right corner, you're gonna see 2 A's, and next to that, you're gonna see a squiggly line. Click the squiggly line. Once you click the squiggly line, you guys with me? Betty Ann, you good? Okay. Once you click the squiggly line, little highlighters and stuff are gonna come up at the top. You're gonna click the one that's to the right, the 1, 2, the second one in, it's a little highlighter. Once you click the little highlighter, you're gonna go down to the colors at the bottom of your screen and click the white color. Then you're gonna tap on your face and hold it until your screen turns white.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Easy.
Magical.
Wow.
Okay. Then.
Can you do it with a picture too? Like a picture that you.
Oh yeah, you can do it with anything.
Not just one you just took. Okay.
Right. And then if you guys are wondering how I do the things that pop up, like how the words pop up by themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You go watch my story. So what I do there is I would tap on the screen, right? And then you're gonna write hello, okay? And leave it there. And what I'll do is I'll build the whole entire thing as it's finished. So whatever I wanted to say completely, I'll build it with a bunch of different boxes. So I'll just write hello, 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 a bunch of different times. And then I'll save the image at the end. And once you save the image, so you press this little arrow, I don't know if you guys can see, I wish I could share this with you. There's a little arrow at the top of the screen. You press it and it saves to your camera roll. Now, once you build out the whole thing, you can start deleting things one by one. So you delete one thing, save the picture. Delete the next thing, save the picture. Delete the next word, save the picture. Delete the next word, save the picture. And then you're gonna have all of these saved pictures on your camera roll that are like, hello, my name is, hello, my name is Madison, hello, my name is Madison, I am, whatever it is, you know? And then you're gonna go and upload them at one time. So you would say discard, go to your story, go to your photos, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like once you've done it.
60 seconds 2.0.
Oh boy. Here you guys. Okay, so you see this? This is what it looks like when it's all in my camera roll. And then I upload it. And we can continue at a later date.
Will this be on record, like replay? Because I got lost in that.
Yeah, Dad, you're recording? Yeah. This is recorded.
Yeah, this is recorded.
Thank you much, Maddie.
When in doubt, guys, YouTube. YouTube everything.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.